for
Pay
again,
attention.
TSM constantly on the
Pay the fucking
juggle. Sean
open
picking
your
up the rein
eyes,
here,
bro.
which
The
I'd
game
love
is
to see.
live.
He'll also play as the Stova.
We're playing
defense. But I really
defense.
like the way that Sean plays that role. Here they go fast towards the C site. They've already met with Sabrosa, who's found two from around the default box. The Cyber Cage is up and gives them a bit of cover, but there's the heal coming in for the Reyna. Still on site.
Excellent
Able to pick off
job.
before being traded out by Guimond.
Look at that defense,
it's
baby.
Going to result in a 2-on-3 numbers.
Are we out? Yes. We're already out of the tournament. This match is just for third seeding because we're tied for third seeding.
Spike will go down. And again, it's down to 2. There's the Owl Drone going in first, spawning away positions. You've got Guimond very low on HP, just 9 hit points.
Like we're already out of the tournament.
Down goes his teammates all up to Guimond, and there's just no
Let's
way.
go.
TSM retake the site with 3 surviving and a masterful pistol round.
So it's kind of like a loser's bracket. No, not really. We can't get back. We cannot get back into this event. This match right here is only one best of 3 to figure out whether or not we get the third seat for the next event.
Just made it a lot easier there for TSM to come in back and retake that site. Sean tried to do what he could on that Reyna to trade it off.
But if we win this game, nothing happens.
But it just wasn't enough. With him and Gen.G fragging for that pistol round, the rest, unfortunately, couldn't hold their ground. So that's going to be the round coming in for TSM. It's going to be an upgraded round for TSM too. We don't really see them trying to keep up with the Ghosts. They're already going.
Is it a best of 3 or is it just a BO1?
To play for some map control towards long A to start.
All right, third place. Yeah, there you go.
C. Look how passive C is. They didn't even put trap wires in the main like C main that they want to. It all goes down towards.
Nice,
the
best of 3. Nice. Okay.
People are trying to push further into the site first. So while wanting to play retake for C, they're really putting a lot of pressure.
Third place match.
That shock dart had it gotten around the corner through the doorway, might have resulted in a kill.
Mashallah, Haste.
Great paranoia to
Do
open it up as well.
Do it.
A little extra
Do it.
Power compliments of the flash and Haze as the Cypher popping off in garage currently. Wants another one as well as Mikael is around the corner.
Mikael, no one asked, bro. Mikael, who asked?
Shotgun.
All right, who asked? I didn't ask. Chat didn't ask. Nobody asked you to kill Haze, but you did. Nobody asked.
The second round, and
no one asked.
He's a little awkward.
I didn't ask,
players,
dude.
But they should be able to juggle some things around and get the buy, and that's the most dangerous portion of
he
the
ruined
purchase.
The moment,
the up is in the hands of Wardell, unmatched currently on the opposite side by Gen.G.
Yeah, just a nice counter once again. To double up with Haze and Sabrosa, it seems as though it might be the trend.
All right, this round is we got this guns are online, so let's see what we can do, dude.
The paranoia combined with the Spectre was good enough to just hold Gen.G in their tracks to try to take control of this garage. But now they don't really mind actually going for.
Chat, I had a genius idea the other day. If you guys don't mind me talking about it during the match, you guys care?
They had that op in the hands of Wardell, and look at how it's pushed up so aggressively from Sabrosa though. So Wardell's going to take control of the garage. Sabrosa pushes up towards that window side, but as they don't find any opposition, they decide to turtle back and play more passively.
Now think this, right?
But now they're going to keep Gen.G.
Imagine a game.
Keep playing aggressively towards
imagine I make a game.
They're pushing him towards A, where we have
it's
a great
like
position
Fortnite.
At long C, or long A, sorry.
But it all revolves around double putt being a thing again.
Wins like a bloodhound, and he sniffs out the play.
I would make so much money.
Butler around the corner with just a Spectre doesn't really stand a chance against
the
dynamic force that has been Sean, especially when playing as the Reyna. And at this point, I can see the benefit of a save coming in, potentially. You've got great positioning coming out for Gen.G. It's all 5 players left alive, and they're not moving. So you can kind of see they're just setting up for exit. Sabrosa's waiting to see if someone's going to updraft or port up into the window with the shadow step from the Omen.
All right, gift.
You've got Wardell watching the flank from B, and you've
be
got
sure to gift 1 sub if you want to invest early.
Designed to manage to keep the operator in the hands of Wardell for the next round, and that's the right call. I mean, there's just not really much of a chance for them to get back into the site. So it's the first round on the board for Gen.G of a fantastic read from Quinn.
Yeah, you see the positioning of where they died as well for TSM, right? As they did a great job pushing Gen.G towards TSM for the A side.
Wait, no.
They still played very individually for the 2 players inside that site.
Good shit.
Drone is in like a duo-dart position
is what I meant.
Long A. So
all right, TSM, let's pick up the pace, baby.
Even able to get the first kill versus win. So with that, it just gave a lot of map control and site control for Gen.G, where because we've invested so much in, I think I saw a Vandal small shield that Hayes still kept in this round. We had an operator, a couple of Spectres, so they lost 1 Phantom, and they kept the Spectre in the end. So the economy, they still just wanted to make it right into this round here. here. They were okay into that air quote bonus round that they had on a previous round. So we'll see what happens into this one here for TSM as they finally have that firepower. Still has some small shields here and there, but it starts off very aggressively with Wardell pushing up towards this long A. And I'm sure at this point, Drone will probably fall back at some point to help.
Two investors are in.
The B side.
Nice.
That deep cam doesn't give away the position as Wardell was not pushed up quite enough. So the early play still being advanced upon. Over on long A, you've got that Jet holding the op, holding the line. Might have a shot on the Cypher.
Oof.
There it is. So you can see player one picked off by the Jet.
Let's go, Deli, Deli, Deli.
That aggressive play finally pays off.
Colin, thanks for the 5 gifted, brother.
Gen.G now operating at a player disadvantage.
Yes.
All that
yes,
spam.
Hayes.
The cyber cage is so
oh,
close.
Hayes, yes,
doing
one more.
Damage. He's hitting him shot after shot in the leg. Getting hit by the tripwire, though. The Jet.
Hayes!
There's the Lear coming out. From
what
Sean,
are you doing?
Really help too much. As Hayes didn't even
okay,
see
Wardell's
Wardell
online.
On site, trying to survive a little while longer. Dashing around, did manage to find 3, but Quinn is there to save the day. It's all up to Drone. The 1v2. Can the Phoenix manage to make this one work?
Yes, he can!
They're on the money, but not enough against Sean. Gen.G narrowly survive it. One player escaping with an op, but the money is terrible for TSM. It will be a save coming in.
Yeah, they really wanted to use Wardell as the enabler towards that A side. So him having that ground first, I thought they were
how do we lose that round?
That angle, but I still wanted to push forward with him and Drone together to really get that early pick into the mid side and really getting that 1-man advantage in favor of TSM. After that, though, like I said, I love the way that you placed those trap wires inside that C side. You saw that when Quinn actually bursted into the site with the tailwind, he got caught by both of them. They could technically wallbang him at that point, but he didn't have that much support after that to move into C. So when he tried to go for that wide swing for the kill, he got spotted from the owl drone. We had another attacker that moved in from the garage side, and that's this round, though. It's going to be Wardell with 2 kills, but then it's traded off finally.
Fuck!
Great play from Wardell with the ult, making the most out of those
Broza!
lives.
The
Broza just can't quite get the timing right. Mikhail is waiting, patient as ever. Cutler now holding on to the Odin. Do you know what sound it makes? By any chance, I'm told it makes a specific sound. It doesn't look like we're going to get to find out, as it's going to be a play towards C, and Cutler's all the way across.
You know what? Honestly, it's not a bad eco round, dude.
Hang back, give them the round.
Get 2.
Find
actually,
Wardell's
the only one that got a kill.
Odin back into the next round.
Never mind.
But we all know how much Sovas love the Odin on this
Get a
map.
gun though.
Yeah.
Big value. Actually, isn't worth.
But at the same time, even better, as Cutler gets the upgrade for the operator that they dropped on that previous round that went into the hands of Win, that actually was traded back by Wardell at that point from, again,
Jack, thank you for your investment at $2. Nick, thank you for your investment at $2.
So really holding back Gen.G here on rifle rounds on this A side, where we see a lot of success from Gen.G pushing into C side. But now that they're going to have Sova with Cutler, but I guess he had the Odin operator now, baby. He's going to say he's going to use it for Sector Garage.
Yoinky
doink.
doink.
The economy is correct for TSM to get that off back in the hands of Wardell. He could still purchase another Odin if he wants to.
All right.
Well, the weapons will come out again here for TSM.
I think now is our round.
To Wardell. He picks it up.
Shift the tide.
Thank you, sir, to his teammate Cutler, who survives the previous round to make that possible. Chat, if you guys are watching right now, I want to see you guys support your team. So if you think TSM is going to take the series, put your best Pog Slide spam in chat. If you think it's going to be Gen.G, I want to see some cat chants up and down in the chat. We are ready to kick off yet another buy round here. Moving into round number 6. The ult gets popped right off the bat. That's Mikhail sending pulses out with the Hunter's
Fury. What the fuck is a Pog
He's
Slide?
got the dart going out as well. He did send some damage down range.
Yep.
As one pulse connected. Cutler now using the owl drone, searching and hoping to find a target to sink a dart into. Sean backs off just enough that won't be
TSM
possible.
emotes if you want TSM.
Up on top with a big box.
Gen.G emotes if you want Gen.G.
Anyone makes a play towards mid, there's Wardell with the shot lead off, and of course the ever so dastardly escapability. Here comes the play though towards the A site. There's the ult being casted by the Omen that gives them full site control. And they're going to try to get back in, but this is going to be tough. It's a 5-on-5 retake on the A site.
I'm assuming they still have a Paranoid to work with, but Wardell is going to be the one
the
that's going to
Gen.G
open it
fans are
up.
sleeping.
Kill onto player one. That's
oh my god,
down,
Wardell.
so that's information denied.
Let's go,
on
baby.
This attempt of hold for Gen.G
Take this site right now.
Wardell continues with the second kill.
Don't counter blind.
Ready to go for this push right now, but it's that's trying to push back.
Get him out.
Wait,
What the fuck is that Omen thinking?
Right now for TSM, looking to be a flawless retake so far. As the hack comes out, the last two get spotted, and that is going to be Mikael saying, "Look, you know what? You guys take the round."
Did he just walk into that one way?
I'll save my weapon into the next.
That was a beautiful one way. Somebody plays well. Is that Rosa? I need to look that back.
Realizes that the site's been lost, and Mikael bails out. Fantastic retake from TSM, all things considered. That should have been so much harder than it actually was. The neural theft certainly helped giving away positions of players on the site. The buy will come in yet again. Quinn's got enough cash. Does he go for the op purchase, though? It seems like there's some potential trepidation when it comes to making that big purchase. It's been really interesting to watch the op evolve over the last several weeks, seeing how it's gone from being a guaranteed purchase on a
Look at Wardell. Dude, Wardell is awake right now, baby. Holy moly, 8-2.
Dropping a rifle over to a teammate and then pulling out the Blade Storm. So it will be the knives that lead things in for win.
What an annoying arrow. Ew. I hate solo players, dude.
Press on the other side of the map to start.
Sorry if anyone here's a solo man, but y'all are annoying, dude.
This time towards C with support from Sabrosa, and Sabrosa with what he has could still shadow step through the trap wires and go for a big flank if they want to, but they play the angles instead. They're looking for a big push inside B.
Hayes in an interesting position as Quinn flies through the dark cover and gets vertical as well with the updraft. Makes it difficult to spot him, and the spike will be planted. Now Sabrosa does have a flank play, but oh no, the timing almost worked out so well for player one. Sabrosa, though, has them in a really good spot. As
look at
Mikael is
Wardell.
watching the flank, the retake is already underway on the site now.
Drone!
Mikael yet again, it's not going to happen. Well played.
I love when drone pops off, baby. Drone on the Phoenix, the OG ting, man.
Will be round number 4 as they steal the lead away. I've seen a lot of
I like drone on the Omen.
Jams. It seems pretty even to me as well, and we do have a poll going on
Cut the
currently
cap,
in the chat.
dude.
It's currently favoring TSM 57 to, or now just changed 58 to 42%.
What the fuck is
not too shabby. TSM, maybe if this was a month or two ago, would have been heavy favorites, but with the way that Gen.G played throughout the entirety of this qualifier, I think that's helping deviate the stats a bit.
Mods, don't ever enable that emote in my channel.
Oh, that was huge.
You definitely have gained a lot of fandom from that.
Okay.
And when they beat Sentinels, it was like, what, a 13-4, 13-6. They didn't
don't ever enable that here.
Either,
not
so
here.
They played superbly versus them, but
maybe
right
3 years ago,
TSM,
but
it's still going to stay very, very close, though. It's been back.
I'm at a different point in my Twitch career, okay?
And it's going to be them trying
Can't
to
be seen pulse sliding around these
just
parts.
before we go for the execution, though. That's what I mentioned before. We saw Sabrosa went for that flank, and that trap wire is still up there on that mini-map, so he probably took that shadow step, and when nobody from Gen.G worried about the flank, that's how they got the retake.
Yet again, it's that sort of passive playstyle from TSM on this A site.
Yeah, because we're going to retake it, baby.
Retake. We've seen them play aggressive.
Big dick
they've
things.
Already retaken the A site once
you already know, my man.
It started to get planted, but then changed positions and has gone to the corner after molly damage. And shock darts came through and dropped a little bit of extra HP chunking away from that Cypher.
Booty cheeks
now the spike's
bro.
been planted, and again, it's retake time for TSM. First flash comes out from the Phoenix. That's drone. Wardell now just behind with the op. Sabrosa again on the back end of the play. Getting things set up to port past the tripwire without going a little bit too far into the vision of Guimon, who's holding currently in the sewers. Finally, action starts to happen, and it's going to be Gen.G coming out on top of almost all the exchanges.
Cutler
trying to come in, has somehow turned it back around and brought it to a 2-on-3.
It is what it is.
The time is a problem. And the rip card's already been pulled. You can see.
Does Wardell get out of there safe?
Wardell will do the same. Both players
good
very
stuff,
low
dude.
on HP.
Hey, you know what?
Will detonate,
we might not have gotten the bomb. We got 3 other players out. Get some weapons out of their hand.
Yeah,
it is what it is, dude.
That plant pretty much for long A for short, and even from the hell positions that they were at, Gen.G were really in a spot where they just didn't want to show themselves. They even kept a recon guard.
See what we got here.
Look at
economically, right, chat? Economically, if you look at the economy. We are
trying
booming.
to make sure that they want to get flanked.
We are booming.
Get flanked like they did that previous
All right,
round.
we need to win this round.
Time, GMD,
we need to make Gen.G shake a little bit.
Sabrosa is going to be lurking.
We need to make a Monka shake.
And he was able to win that battle. That was probably that key round that if Sabrosa actually got that kill, was going to be that green light for TSM to push in again, just like when they did that retake on that B side. So with that though, it's a tied up 4-4, and they're still trying to press forward on this long C for Wardell. And Gen.G deciding for these few rounds, the past few rounds, every single time had read things correctly, where they're like always going towards the opposite round of where the pressure is. But that Al drone's going to give out their position, and Drone peeks out, but he'll... As they're pushing inside the site, going to be hard for Hayes to hold it up. He gets paranoid, but still gets the kill.
Oh my God!
Hayes
for Daddy! Hayes for Daddy 2020!
I know
He's so good! Oh my God, he's so good! Oh my God! Hayes for Daddy, adopt me, Hayes! Adopt me! I want you to be my certified father!
Pick off there on the Sabrosa, and with the time being what it is, there's the neural down coming through. And feeling pretty confident to go for that peak, hoping to catch Wardell off guard. Not
Hayes
gonna
is
be
an
the
animal,
case
bro.
today.
He really is. It's just, it's crazy, dude.
TSM take the lead back, but it's still a very close game, obviously. 5-4 currently. The money is a big problem, though, for Gen.G. The credit's not.
I just wish you would adopt me already.
So Guimond has enough to purchase and then still have money left over for the next round. That's why you see the Phantom come out for the Omen. Mikael on a Spectre, a Stinger coming out for Hwin. Sean and Player One both on Sheriffs. Very difficult round, but with the way they've gained access to that A site, if they were able to get back onto the site and at least get a spike plant out, that would be huge.
I was going to say, that's a missed Cyber Cage. That could have been an easy kill there for Wardell, but he lets one slip through, and that's going to be Mikael that's going to drone out
the site. That's all part of the plan.
That, though,
psychological work.
They're looking for control inside Garage, where Hwin gets the pick on the Hayes. That's huge right now.
What happened?
Hwin now getting an upgrade. Cutler picks off Player One with the Hunter's Fury. There's a Paranoia coming out. They dash out onto the site. Hwin's managed to make it up. There's one.
He doesn't
right
look
to his
in.
right. This is so awkward. But Sabrosa just sticks around and waits, and that's perfect. From Sabrosa, and they just never spotted him. Great Paranoia coming out, but it actually goes just wide.
These guys are so good.
We'll now tap that spike and try to.
How do they do it?
Shots. The Phantom in the hands of Guimond.
Oh my God! I love Rosa, dude.
To work with.
Yassine.
1 point away from his ult too. So a kill here could be massive.
Say his name.
He's able to pick off one of them, but the one taking point currently is Wardell watching that door. So Guimond
fucking roses, bro.
In his shuttle.
Leave him on their body.
Looks like he'll be repositioning.
Leave him on their body, roses.
It's crazy how they group right now. You have one watching the C entrance in case Mikael is pushing that area. That's Drone. You have one that's watching towards the garage door. That's going to be Wardell. And then you kind of have Cutler helping them out and at the same time watching towards that B lane. So that means it's going to be an easy and open site here for
10 seconds left.
At 300 credits for the rest of the team. What I liked at least from TSM was Sabrosa's play.
Bitch, the fuck are you doing?
From Gen.G that ended up being super costly. Where
ain't nobody think you up there, bitch.
For Sabrosa and didn't allow them to get a plan. So let's see if GMD could get this clutch.
Ain't nobody falling for that shit. Oh Lord, and you got like, oh no. That was a good round. That was very fun. Yeah. Unlucky. You know what? I would have done the same thing if I was him. But I would have clutched out the round instead, because, you know.
Yes, this should do.
Nah, I'm fucking around. I would end up killing myself that round, falling to fall damage or something. I didn't.
We'll see what it is that
I would have teleported up and then fell down and broke my legs,
gonna
buddy.
bring to the table. Again, looking at that top of the scoreboard. Unmatched currently in the performance. Wardell looking fantastic. But it's a team effort from Gen.G that's producing the success. Now, deep cyber cage does allow Hwin to get up into position, but Wardell is holding, and apparently he does miss. Running back is popped, and Hwin can't quite get away, but at least the kill came through. So not too much to be concerned with. As again, it's pressure towards the A site where we've seen Gen.G find success many times in the past.
Still a great denial to start things off.
Look at
though.
Drone,
Running
bro.
back from
Like a
Drone
ballerina on the site, bro.
and
Dancing.
also the owl drone, the recon owl that came up towards sewers, kind of gave his position away from that short A, so they have to turtle back a lot here for TSM. So you get a lot of ground advantage for Gen.G if you really want to try to push into the site. But it looks like they're second guessing themselves, and they're going to try to lurk back towards this B side. The thing is, though, we have Sabrosa pushed all the way up towards C, so they really could just play a fast rotate from this A side to B, where the information was really going to come in from Hayes right now.
Gen.G, could you guys do something? Y'all taking too long, bro.
And also a trap wire on the right side, so that's how he's
You're
playing these two angles on his own.
You're pulling a T1 right now, buddy. Running out of goddamn time. Where you going, eh?
30
you
seconds
better
left.
pick up the pace, boy.
Gen.G.
Oh, they fucked up, bro.
Again, falling
Who's
back
team
and beginning
leader
a
right now?
recommitment towards A.
Oh, this is gonna be tragic. Watch this.
One of the slower plays that we've seen from Gen.G so far. Quinn's going to drop the smoke down and try to push on through. The ult being popped does allow the Omen to get into heaven, but they've still got Phoenix in hell. You've got drones still on site, but they did
Bang! What did I say?
Everything
Tragic.
falls apart. A
Massacre.
flawless round from TSM. As
Destruction.
they turtle up and just
Depletion. Deletion.
unbelievable patience from Drone as well, playing in hell.
Gen.G just tunnel vision, going into the site. This is the third
You know what? That is what I like to see. That is what I like to see.
And then they try to get into the site.
Beautiful execution. Patient gameplay.
A regular plant
patient.
on the default or right side of the
precise.
site. But this time,
clean.
Sabrosa countered back with his own from the shadows and came out at long A when nobody was there. So was actually able to go back to a full teleportation with the ultimate and still get the backstab kill on the plant carrier. That allowed just TSM to get another big win off the back of Sabrosa on a flank.
Get out of my way!
Sabrosa, shoot through the smoke, bro.
Sabrosa hiding in that dark cover, gonna refresh.
Yes.
There's that Hunter's Fury coming out. Sabrosa misses that first target and then opens up an opportunity. Quinn goes down in the flying attempt.
Do it,
Sean
Daddy.
Is there to at least
what? Excuse me, bitch?
Oh man, Sean. Through the cyber cage, able to find one more Cutler.
Cutler! I will make you train in aim labs for 5 fucking years.
No! Player one somehow escapes that ball of lightning as he ducks into the corner. Cutler on 5 HP, but look at the aggression elsewhere. Drone has pushed through the garage, and he's getting a little risky. Curveball goes up, it goes too high, it actually hits the top of the door frame, it doesn't go around the corner. Flame wall coming in, so the blaze wall will at least protect him. Sword as they try to push through it, Drone somehow
how do you stop him? How do you stop the Doughboy? You don't, you can't.
And a player on each side.
Bro, Drone will be in these positions, right? Drone will be like a little rat, right?
30 seconds left.
In a cage. In a cage in a scientific laboratory. And they'll be doing little tests, little needle here, needle there. He'll go
towards that C site.
He'll get the cheese, transform into a transformer, and bitch slap the scientist.
I thought Drone was dead to rights after.
How does he do it?
And even on top of that, the recon dart, but he's just fast. The reaction time was amazing there for his point. Now it has to be a 2 versus 2 where you have to play a retake no matter what.
Every time.
Position's going to be given away as Cutler breaks that trap wire, but he's looking to go for that individual play just before he was trying to deny that plant. But now that it's planted, he's just going to wait for Wardell to come. So let's see if they can do it. The advantage definitely comes in for Gen.G right now with the position that they have on the post plant.
Cutler.
I don't think they're expecting them to come from
In a
long.
tough scenario with just 5 HP, going to put a lot of pressure on Wardell. There's the deep dart going in, does give away at least one of their positions. As they try to work their way in, they'll take out the cam first. It's down to Cutler now against Sean. Sean looking for the ace, just 5 HP.
Man.
He doesn't stand a chance. Sean with a massive ace to deliver the final round of the first half.
Switching sides.
Into Gen.G's lap. And again, it's going to be that close half, 7-5. Your final.
All right, Sean, you kind of nasty with it, bro. I can't say anything, bro. He kind of nasty with it.
But I didn't think it was
I've been saying Sean's nasty. Sean, Gen.G, bro, at Gen.G HQ, they are happy with that pickup.
Had a chance to really run away with the half. It's been
Sean is crazy.
A 7-5 scoreline is very close as well. And you're looking at the record of TSM walking into this tournament on Haven. They're currently at 5-0, just playing on Haven themselves, while Gen.G is at 3-0. Yes, this is still Gen.G's map.
Who put in that clip?
Comfortable to bring that fight versus TSM as we've mentioned.
Who put in the last 10 seconds of that clip?
It definitely showed from the way that they executed and the way that they played on the attacker side here to start things off.
mean, that play from Drone was huge there. It almost set them up, but it wasn't quite enough.
All right, we're attacker
Back
side
into
now.
the action we go as the second half commences. TSM on the attack trying to gain access to the B site.
Quinn wants
does
it.
some decent damage.
Hey, he can get it. GMG can get it.
Demon not able to best Wardell in the fight.
Blocking sight.
However, they're going to be moving over towards C, so they get that B control, and they're going to split towards.
Ooh, look
the
how
C
Wardell
site
knows
instead.
the
There's a
angles.
gap in the cloudburst that allows
That's what
a little bit of
Wardell
damage to
don't
be
show you on
Player
stream.
one just keeps tapping, and eventually Wardell kind of wanders into it. And it'll give Gen.G a little bit of a leg up, but they still have the disadvantage. It's a 4-on-3. The spike's been planted by TSM.
This is a really big strat. They had to come up huge with the kills in the front. But let's see the retake attempt from Gen.G.
Big paranoia.
As they're all grouped up towards the spawn side. The
We're
first
not gonna
one
do
to
nothing
get
with it, though.
information. It is going to be Hayes. Wide swing as Miguel punishes him for that. Now he spots a couple more, but his teammates want him to start things off. And player one gets picked in the face just behind. And that is going to leave now Sean on a 2-versus-1.
Sean just
clock still ticking on that spike. He's trying to move forward, switching to the ghost, but you could tell that it's pretty much over at this point. When the spike is planted all the way back there, it's GG. A nice round coming in for TSM. It is going to be 8-5.
Later.
But as I mentioned here, Block, before, those kills had to come up huge from Drone and from Wardell inside that B site. Because those kills forced a rotation out of Garage, which allowed 2 more players to just lurk into the area and allowed them to play towards C.
Bro, that plant is OP, bro. I'm not gonna. That's my favorite plant ever.
They ran in from all the entrances possible.
That's my favorite plant.
So very well done there for Wardell and for Drone to run.
Have they been? I didn't even know that people do that plant.
The pistol from TSM. Gen.G, a little bit of an investment. You've got Sean with the Sheriff, a frenzy for Quinn. The rest of the team, though, on
before this tournament.
So it could be a 9th round coming in here from TSM unless they make some massive mistakes. Like the aggressive play coming out from Gen.G, and it's been left unchecked. Now, Wardell is here, but Wardell doesn't really have the firepower you would want, given what's happening currently. Wardell's holding just a ghost. He does have full armor, at least, but things could get ugly real fast here for Wardell. There's the smoke coming in, but he's just prepared, too aware of what's in the direction. He needs to back up that one. The Cloudburst comes out at a bad time, but it's Drone who just knocks him up.
Get that shit out of here! Are you kidding me?
And hope for the best. It didn't work.
Fucking think this is, man? It's the big leagues making plays like that.
Could have been a little bit spicier had Drone.
Get it out of there!
Yeah. No, definitely the chat at this point went from Whiff-Del to God-Del.
Get it out.
Always like bipolar when it comes
to
it
out.
How they want to support Wardell. And I think Wardell played that superb. Even though he only got 1 kill, that 1 kill was important enough to let his teammates know and give him time to rotate too. Because as they're walking out from that window to try to kill him, he's still staying alive with the Cloudburst and allowing Drone to come back. If he died first, it would have definitely been TSM in a pickle because that spike was right next to them on that ledge at A, so they would have control of that spike. Thankfully, though, even if
all right, next round. Oh, look at this blind, bro. That's a big dick blind right there.
Here comes the lead into the C.
Wait, that wasn't our blind. Let's go, Drone.
They dash in.
Go, Drone. Let them know who you is.
Flying into position, kills going back and forth in both directions, but it is going to be TSM who comes out on
Let's
top
go.
of those fights.
Spicy.
And now it's down to just 2 yet again here for Gen.G. They have a massive disadvantage.
Oh, we know we got that.
Site has proved to be somewhat difficult to hold. In the first full buy round of the second half. Mikhail knows there's one.
I want you to separate this man's cheeks.
On the other side of that door is Hayes. It's all
put a piece of bologna in between them and eat it like a sandwich.
Anything to do with it in the end, it just ends up being a
get him the fuck out of there.
More health. It's now down to Sean. He picked up an ace at the final round of the first half, but not able to repeat that success here. 10 rounds, double digits for TSM.
Yeah, at this point now,
we go again.
So back and forth when you had.
Oh, this is looking real good right now, baby. 3 more rounds and we get it.
I'm not saying that it is over yet because they only had an eco on that previous round, but that gun round definitely showed how strong TSM could be.
Chad, that's not sus, bro. That's asserting your dominance.
Back at this point too.
Are you kidding me?
So Gen.G at this point is going to be another mixed buy. Hopefully they can get.
Y'all don't know the first thing about psychology, bro, and it shows.
Bring the economy back and at least that morale into the second half. But TSM are looking much stronger now from that first half. They're finally warmed up and they're here to play.
No more charges left.
Color is 6 and 4, lol.
Just a Sheriff to work with. Early intel gathered.
Bro, you put disrespect. Listen, just because he's bald doesn't mean you can disrespect him, okay?
Pokemon has a great flash that comes through, somehow gets the kill on the drone, but Wardell goes on a shooting spree. Gen.G gonna get at least one kill as player one steps up with the Sheriff. But not exactly the home run they needed. It's more of a sacrifice bunt.
Yo, Piss and Sean score flakes, bro.
Down to a 2-on-3.
Oh, Lord have mercy. This guy Sean, bro.
Stinger does work out okay for the Reyna.
Yo, how come when these pros use a Stinger, they make it look like a fucking vandal, yo? I want to start using the Stinger, but then when I put it in my hands, I'm like, oh, this shit's ass.
Out goes the Leer. The Dart giving away their positions, but it's a great spike plant position coming in for TSM. Now there's weapon upgrades on the site, and you can see Sean's the first one to try to grab one. Recon Dart does go out, gives away positions. They know that there's no one on the site currently. It'll be a difficult scenario for them, and yeah, now it's even harder. They needed that rifle to survive, and it doesn't. 11-5,
really
TSM
good.
Controlling the second half thus far.
You still have to give it to both Sovas, Mikael.
I might just suck at this game, chat. I'm not gonna lie. That might just be the it might not be the gun. It might be me.
Gen.G side on that 2 versus 2 attempt to retake allowed them to know that both players were falling back.
Oh, yeah, I'm gonna keep it a buck with you.
And then
keep it a thou wow.
Retaliate back. Actually, it did ping Sean on the back of the platform.
We know.
And they knew since the second one was already tapping on.
All right, here we go.
They had the perfect angles and knew where to look and place their crosshairs on that double peak to make sure that they won the fights. And again, it all comes down to aim and who's better at that point in that specific moment. And it was definitely Sean Fortune's not letting.
What happened?
This is a great start to the round, though, for Gen.G as Quinn and Mikael both get in on the action right off the bat.
Can I get a replay?
You've got the alt pick coming in from the Jet, and then, of course, the Hunter's Fury finds success. So what do? They decide to go back to C. They've had success there in the past, and they're going to keep working that until it doesn't anymore. Cutler will pick off one on the attempt to take player one with a trade. The most promising round we've seen for Gen.G in this half so far. And the jumping pistol proves to be a nuisance, but it's actually player one with the shot through the dark cover and the edge of the wall to close out the round for Gen.G. 3 players survive, and they can start to build
according to my calculations and looking at this Omen diff, we win.
Margin for error is slim. 11 rounds already for TSM. You know, if you looked at the scoreline now, you'd say, wow, this isn't really much of a close game. TSM's kind of run away with it. Well, no, not really. That first half was so incredibly close, and some of those rounds could have gone either direction.
Spam this bow to help Gen.G throw, bro.
They haven't managed to really pick things up.
They're already losing.
Is maybe that opportunity for them.
Yeah, and even then, when you lose pistol and you lose third round, it's so hard for you to build your recovery back. But now that they finally won that last round convincingly from dropping 2 players early into the round, and you see how Wynn's being a lot more aggressive with the operator and getting those first picks, that could be the momentum shifter for Gen.G to take this game back into their hands.
We're the ones that gotta throw.
Both of these teams have 4 ultimates to work with this time. And TSM, because they won 4 rounds in a row, they have so much money to work with to get into the seaside.
Careful now. That soft C site exposes its even softer underbelly. There's
How are you? Wait, why are we planning at the spots?
And TSM attempts to deliver a coup de grace to Gen.G.
I like the cuck angle, dude.
Pop. Omen now getting back behind enemy lines. Both Omens actually using the ults. So both getting some intel on the play. The owl drone flies right past Wardell, who's now trying to get inside that cyber cage to get away. And again, they'll escape towards long. And they'll play for the post plant. Now the spike isn't perfectly planted for them, so it's going to require a little bit more proactive effort as they've now gone onto the site, tapping the spike. Hunter's Fury comes out, but it's a little bit early as the pulses go down range, but they're not actually on the spike as of yet.
Oh, we lost this round, bro.
Still coming out as they now jump onto that spike.
Oh my god.
About to get it potentially that shotgun.
What is this cloud fiesta, bro?
It ends up working out in the end for TSM. It was tough to see what was going on with the defuse, and the battle was really taking place on long. You saw bodies changing positions.
Yo, Valorant Des, if you're watching, bro, this game trash at the high level, yo.
But in the end, it was not good enough for Gen.G. They couldn't secure that spike defusal.
This game trash at the high level, yo. Y'all gotta.
For error, completely gone.
That was insane how that retake went.
I'm just fucking with you. I'm just fucking with you. I'm just playing. I'm just playing. Don't ban my account. Don't delete it, please. That shit was funny though. That shit legit looked like an Overwatch match, bro.
Let's try to hold back for a bit.
Just throwing abilities on the bomb.
And they spotted
doing it the most you can, full spraying.
Through smokes, through clouds, shock darts all over the place. But in the end, with the sliver probably left in the defuse, we had to force Mikael off the spike 2 to try to win that.
Oh, you know what I like about this?
It came down to time.
Who is the analyzer? Not the analyzer.
TSM at that point.
Who's the spectator for this
At
game?
least they have this map point. It's 12 to
Whoever
6,
it is,
and
I
it's
really
also
appreciate them
broken
taking the
for
goddamn settings off full low,
Sabrosa,
so that the game doesn't look like a bunch of fucking Play-Doh putty mashed together in my backyard, bro.
Significant damage, an additional damage dealt as well.
The Observer, yeah.
Cypher, Sabrosa finding another kill on the Quinn as he clips the bullets through the wall.
That's tragic.
Yeah, he'll hear it, spots out the positional change coming in from Sabrosa. And that's at least a nice opportunity for Gen.G to try and find a bit of an opening. Again, though, they're at the disadvantage, and even more so, I don't think they realize that Cutler has actually made it out onto C.
Yeah.
He's up on top of the stacks in the corner. The rest of the team is starting to make their way out, and they're going
I
to
feel
secure the
like
spike.
We're planning there intentionally so that it's a
really
Crown
difficult
Fiesta.
position because he's got players coming in potentially through doors. That's Drone, who's sitting on the back end of the play, and then he's got players waiting for him in the C side as well. So he really needs his teammates coming in from spawn to put pressure on TSM.
But it's a trade-off and an advantage for TSM. So it's leaving only one more player, and he gets picked up by Wardell. And TSM will take this first map 13-6 on Haven versus Gen.G.
Big performance coming out from Drone and Wardell, but we're not really too surprised to say that, especially
bang,
on
bang,
this map.
bang,
Drone has always
bang,
done well
bang,
in Haven.